Protect your business from the fastest growing crime of the 21st century. Find out here. You're watching Technology Review. Welcome to another episode of Technology Review for December 2nd, 2016. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. Technology Review will educate and inform you on today's technology with some tips on how to protect yourself, your business, and your family from the fastest growing crime of the 21st century, and that is identity theft and cyber crimes. Every 2 seconds, someone has their identity stolen by a cyber thief. Did you know that over 16 million new victims of identity theft are reported to law enforcement every year? According to the Federal Trade Commission, identity theft is the fastest growing crime in our country right now. Individuals and businesses have been victims of some sort of cyber attack worldwide. The cyber thieves are looking for your personal identifiable information because knowledge and information is the new currency. But you don't have to be a victim. There are things that you can do, and this show will help you get there. Again, today's information is the new currency. Educate yourself. It's our best defense. My background is a cybersecurity expert, a compliance officer. I have a background in law, business consulting, and programming. My programs and services helps you and your businesses mitigate the damage of identity theft and fraud. I would like to thank all of our viewers over the last few years that have making this show possible here at Technology Review. We're here now on the WCOBM.com network. You can find us here going to WCOBM.com, but go to my website at MacJacksonJr.com and click over to the right, Technology Review. You'll be able to see our show and information on our show. I'd like to give a shout out to some of our fans from around the world that help make the show possible. We'll talk to Paula, Tia, Diana, Margaret, Stacy, and the Richardson family. Thank you all for being fans of our show here on Technology Review. We're here every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. But if you happen to miss any of our shows, you can look it on demand as well. Go to my website at MacJacksonJr.com. That's MacJacksonJr.com, and click on Technology Review. Your company can reach our viewing audience as well. It's very simple. You become a sponsor of Technology Review. You have your products and services promoted on our show and reach our viewing audience. To do that, simply call our offices at 702-868-0808. That's 702-868-0808. Here are some of our sponsors that have been a part of our show and part of our family here on Technology Review. We're getting new sponsors almost every week now. Our newest sponsor that we have joined us is New Horizons Learning Group. New Horizons Learning Group. They're an IT training facility here in Las Vegas, and they're around the world. They're part of our sponsors here at Technology Review. We also have the Viking Technology Partners, Turig Consulting Group, InSync. InSync's a great company out of Washington, California. Washington State, that is. They provide virtual desktop services. We have Equinet, Nevada Bankers Association, and CenturyLink. These are just some of our sponsors here that have joined us here at Technology Review. And if you'd like to be a sponsor as well, definitely contact us at sponsors@MacJacksonJr.com. Technology Review is a leader in what's going on in IT and technology, especially cybersecurity. We are working hard to be on the leading edge by providing research and information on how you can protect your family and your business from the fastest growing crime of the 21st century. We research things like new regulations and laws that can affect you and your business and your everyday life when it comes to commerce and processing your credit cards or even accepting credit cards from your customers. This takes a lot of research, but here's where you could come in. Go to our website at GoFundMe.com/Technology Review, and there you can make a donation. Your donations will help us in our research. It would help us with our interns and our lawyers to make sure that we have the latest information that we can present to you on our show every week and also in our social media. So that's GoFundMe.com/Technology Review today. Today's episode, we're talking about understanding identity theft, what it is, and how to avoid it or mitigate it. In our second segment, we'll talk about Business Spotlight. Why are businesses the main focus of hackers, and what are hackers doing currently to get our information, even possibly affecting the previous election we have a few weeks ago. In our new tech gadget, we'll talk about apps that you should have on your smart devices that give you an extra layer of security protecting your information. And in our green energy technology, we'll talk about electric vehicles, electric cars, electric bikes, and so forth. So what is identity theft? Identity theft is when someone wrongfully acquires another person's personal, identifiable information. Now, this information could be anything from a driver's license, a credit card, even a phone number now. Because each information you get on an individual can get you closer to additional information about someone. And that information can be compiled and sold in the underground, the black market, for hundreds if not thousands of dollars, depending upon individuals' information that's been acquired and type of personal identifiable information that is stolen. Identity theft forms in several types. There's financial, usually is a typical one we hear a lot about, but we all have heard of other ones as well, like criminal identity theft, medical identity theft, when your medical records are stolen, committing insurance fraud, and it's sold to someone who's looking for insurance but maybe can't afford it, so they end up buying it from the bad guy and using someone else's information to get medical services. And then we have child identity theft. Now, these are just some of the types of identity theft that are out there. The most vulnerable amongst us are the young and the elderly. So we must exercise our due diligence in doing what we need to do to make sure that we're protecting our identity. The direct and indirect losses of identity theft and fraud have already toppled over $24.7 billion already, and it is growing. There's more and more people having their information stolen because the thieves are becoming more brazen by using additional techniques to acquire and get your information. But here are some of the things that you can do to protect yourself. One is make sure that you have a credit report that you run on yourself and your family. Run this credit report. I would suggest running it every 4 months, 3 times a year, and once for each of the credit reporting agencies. Run your credit report, and you see anything suspicious, report immediately to the credit reporting agency and the financial institutions as well. 2, Wi-Fi hotspots. Man, Wi-Fi hotspots are becoming very, very, very prevalent now. How hackers are able to get your information because we are so we have a thirst or a hunger for the internet. We have to have access to it all the time. So we have it on our smart devices. It's on us when we are traveling. When you're on a hotspot, you need to make sure that your device, your smart device, is protected from snoopers, hackers that are looking for your information. Weak passwords. Strong passwords are definitely the first thing that you could do, is have a strong password. When you're on a website, log into your computer, make sure your password's strong. Weak passwords can make you vulnerable for these type of attacks. So definitely stay tuned. In our third segment, we'll talk about some apps that you can have on your device to give you that extra layer of protection. Make sure you have antivirus software and on your phones and on your laptops, and also make sure that you check your bank statements regularly and make sure you see anything suspicious on your bank statement. Report it immediately. Anything suspicious. So the little apps on your phones or your smart device will give you the extra layer of protection. So how do you know if you had identity theft? Well, it's hard to know. It doesn't happen instantly. It doesn't happen right away like in the past. If you lose your driver's license or lose your checkbook, immediately you can report it and then you get another checkbook or another credit card. Well, identity theft is different. The hackers are looking to build upon your profile, gather as much information as possible. The more information they have about you, the more valuable your identity is worth in the black market. So it may take a while. But you need to look for signs. There are several signs to do that. One is to make sure that you see anything suspicious in your credit report to report it. Check your insurance records as well and make sure you don't have any insurance bills that you did not create. And again, these things, you have to be very, very diligent about them. So be on top of them, and these are ways you can do to avoid having your identity stolen. It's a lot of emotional duress behind it as well. For more information, you can go to my Facebook page at facebook.com/technologyreviewtv, facebook.com/technologyreviewtv. Click on the like button and like our show, and give us a like on Facebook. Or you can go to my website at macjacksonjr.com. You can also find me on Twitter at twitter.com/macjacksonjr. We will be right back here with Technology Review for more information for you after these messages.